I was right, and Manchester United are through without any qualifying games. That is a box ticked. The first half, let's be honest, it wasn't the most thrilling game, but the second half, Manchester United came to life, and I think Ruben Amorim came across a new player to play his number 10 role in Mainoo. And who has been screaming out for that? Who said that on the road trip video? I'm not saying it was all me, because there was thousands of Manchester United fans saying it as well. But Mainoo, I said a couple of weeks ago, I would love to see him in the 10, even before that. And I had comments telling me, Beth, he's not got enough legs. Beth, he's not got enough pace. I can already feel you now saying, oh, it's only against FCSB, who were second in the Romanian league. FCSB have done really well in European competitions, and they set up well here tonight as well. You've got to give them credit where credit's due. The team that went out, it was a little bit flat, but once you put some pace into that front line, Manchester United came to life, and Mainoo thrived in that number 10 role. Also, like I said, and everyone was laughing at me because of the turn of phrase I used, to be fair, in the road trip video, I much prefer Bruno Fernandes in that deeper role. He suits it so well. He was just pinging passes about, dictating the play. He was the heart of Manchester United once again. He was telling everyone where the pass should be, where it should be placed, and he was fantastic. So Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes switching roles, I think in a lot of games is going to work really well for Manchester United, and it worked like a dream, especially in that second half. Bruno Fernandes in that deeper role, it suits the Amorim system. Mainoo gliding, having that freedom in that number 10, linking up with Alejandro Garnacho, linking up with Diogo Dalot, linking up with Bruno Fernandes. He was really, really good, Kobe. And first game starting from number 10, man of the match. That shows he's got the attributes. His link-up play is top tier. When you need that pass in and around the box to find that through ball, to find that pass that's going to cut through the lines, Mainoo's there. And that assist, by the way, to Diogo Dalot was fantastic. And that's exactly what he needs, someone who's going to break that line. And Diogo Dalot, lovely stuff from him, taking that gamble, getting to the back post, a wing-back scoring a goal the way a wing-back should in an Amorim system. And we just spoke to Diogo, so if you've not seen that yet, go and check it out on the United Stand. A really top interview from him. He's such a good speaker, speaking about Ruben Amorim's fiery side, speaking about the competition with Patrick Dorgu coming into Manchester United, speaking about how they've had to kind of train in games under Ruben Amorim, how it's difficult to adapt, but they are doing it. The standards of Manchester United, I think, I won't give it all away, I'm giving a lot right now, but he's someone who's come under mass amounts of criticism, and I think rightfully so. We need a left wing back in, we know that, but there's certain games where you see his strengths, and today we saw his strengths, and gambling on that back post, which is more than some of our forward players are doing. It was a good goal for him. And then the second goal, I actually thought Dalot had a really good game today, to be fair. I'm not just saying that because we interviewed him, but is it because he's got a competition coming in now from Patrick Dorgu? I know Diogo Dalot's the type of player that gives his all every single week, but is that like in the back of his head? Subconscious. You're always going to push yourself more if you know that there's someone coming for your spot. And then another player that's been linked with a move away from Manchester United is Alejandro Garnacho. And can I just say, since Alejandro Garnacho has been linked to a move away from the club, his performances under Ruben Amorim are just going up, 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 up and up. They're just rising. He's on an upwards trajectory. And I think Ruben Amorim's making it very clear that he wants him to stay. Pre-match, Ruben Amorim said, it's a pleasure to work with a talent like Alejandro Garnacho, talking him up, talking about his talent, how he wants him to stay at Manchester United, how he really likes the player, and it's a pleasure to work with a player of his talent. I think Ruben Amorim is not stupid. Like, Ruben Amorim is a very, very clever manager, and he knows what he's saying, and he knows how people are going to interpret it. He's putting that out there because I think personally he wants Alejandro Garnacho to stay. Either that, or he wants clubs to come knock it on for him because he's trying to talk him up. But I think it means he wants him to stay. The way he's talked about him, the way he's played him in a lot of games recently, the way he talks about his improvement in the system. And we heard from United Menace on Twitter as well that Ruben Amorim's stance has changed on Alejandro Garnacho, and he's really open to working with him, and he's happy with his attitude in training. And like I said, when we first started under Amorim, Alejandro Garnacho, I thought, oh, there's not really much hope here. Like, he doesn't suit that 10. He's a left winger. Doesn't suit the 10. He's not really playing well coming on the inside. He's not strong enough to be a wing back because he's not good enough defensively, strong enough in the duels. I was like, where's he going to fit? The last few games, okay, yeah, it's not been, Cristiano Ronaldo levels, but he's massively improving, and he's a shining light. He's a bright spark on that pitch. The way that he held his width and found Kobe with that cutback, with the late runner into the box, it was beautiful. And that was like Carrington. That was what Manchester United is built on is Carrington, and it did kind of remind me who has been open to Alejandro Garnacho going, and I still stand by the fact if Chelsea are actually willing to pay 80 million, there's definitely a decision to be made. But it's great to see two academy players, academy graduates linking up like that, and I feel like he's understanding Ruben Amorim's system more. He's understanding when to come inside, he's understanding when to make them runs on the outside. He's taking players on at a good rate, and he's always looking up for that pass, which is something he wasn't doing before. He's getting his head up. You can really tell that Ruben Amorim's took him under his wing and has started to work with him. So some good performances there. I think the ones I pointed out mainly was Kobe man of the match, Alejandro Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes. Thought Toby Collier did quite well. I know he got took off pretty early, but I think that was just due to the fact that Manchester United needed to score a goal. But I thought Toby Collier did really well in there, just mopping up, keeping it simple, just very dogged, like, you know, gets to the ball, gets them blocks in. He doesn't look out of place, is what I would say about Toby Collier. You can really see the potential in him, so that's an exciting prospect. I thought the back three did really well. I mentioned on the road trip video, if you tuned into that, hopefully you did, that I really wanted to see Mazraoui's right-sided centre-back. I just think he's much more comfortable on the ball. There, he's fantastic on the ball, on that side of the pitch, in that centre-back role. He suits that centre-back role in a Ruben Amorim system. He's not got enough attacking output, I think, to play right wing back on a consistent basis. He can do a job there. He's a very versatile squad player, but I think the best times he's played under Ruben Amorim has been as that right-sided centre-back. Because he can cover on the right flank because he's used to being a right-back. He's quick out the blocks because he's pacey. He's great on the ball. He drives into that midfield space. He drives into the midfield better than what a Delict could do. Let's put it that way. I know Glennie Yoro's good on the ball, I know Maguire's good on the ball, but Mazraoui's so much more suited to that because he's used to going up and down that flank anyway. He's a right back, so I'm not saying that Yoro and Maguire aren't suited to it. I think Maguire's a great central centre back. I think Yoro's definitely going to develop into that right-sided centre back role. And I think Yoro could play central centre back as well. He's obviously got a lot of experience needed to gain, and he's got a lot of years ahead of him, and I think we've got a gem of a talent on our hands. But for now, I really do think Mazraoui is top of the tree when it comes to the right-sided centre-back position, in my opinion. Get your comments in down below. You might disagree with me. And overall, yeah, I thought it was a bit of a tough watch. There's a lot that needs to improve. Ruben Amorim said that we need to suffer. But Manchester United, unbeaten in the Europa League. I said on my road trip, we need to win. I know we technically just needed a draw to avoid the qualifiers. I'd love to see how the point system's wrapped up on that table. I'm going to have a look at it after I've rounded up that show. But we need to win the Europa League is what I'm trying to say for Champions League football, and this is a great step. The confidence it'll give the players, unbeaten in this competition. I think the players know how important it is, European football for Manchester United, Champions League football. Their wages go up if they get Champions League football as well. Remember that one. And this is the only chance we're going to get it. So remaining that unbeaten run, going into the next round. I've seen Sociedad is a team that we could face, one that we've struggled against in the past. Galatasaray is one that we could get. That's going to be a really tough game if that draw gets made. There's a couple of other teams in there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see who Manchester United draw next, but I'm looking forward to it. I think the Europa League is our saving grace this season. It's the games I get most excited for because I know that's, we can win a trophy. Manchester United thrives off trophies. You can get into the Champions League. It's like the beacon of light at the end of our season. We're not going to do much in the Prem. Obviously, you want to win games there, but the Europa League is the shining light, and I can't wait to keep following the team, and hopefully performances will keep improving. But I think the main takeaway from this game is swapping Bruno and Kobe has been a masterstroke, and I think Ruben Amorim, when he said, you've got to get the best out of the players, you've got to see their strengths. He actually said Kobe was struggling defensively in the midfield, pushed him further forward, he's got that freedom. And long may that continue. Get in the comments who was your man of the match. Magic moment as well. Missed it on the fans forum. I've seen all the content the guys are doing. It's absolutely fantastic. I have loved being out here in Bucharest. The people, the majority of them, have been lovely towards us. I've met some great people. The city's lovely. The stadium is just fun. I mean, look at the stadium behind us. It's been fantastic. Roll on the next step, round of 16. Last but not least, I'm just going to finish it with 2-0 score prediction on the road trip. I think this is the first time I've ever got it right since the FA Cup final, because I predicted 2-1 to Manchester United then. So buzzing with that. Clean sheet, super important for the defenders as well. Bayindir, another clean sheet. Kicking needs a bit of work, but another clean sheet, and that will do him a world of good as well when it comes to his confidence in the cup competitions. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a lovely rest of your evening or morning or day whenever you are watching this. Please hit a like on the video for our troubles. I think it is, let me check, 1:30 in the morning here. Please hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.